Hello, boys and girls. I just got out of watching Dungeons and Dragons: Honor Among Thieves. I got a lot of thoughts. First of all, the cast and crew were amazing. They did miss out on one opportunity to bring, or two opportunities actually, to bring in actual D&D like players who are actors. Um, First of all, being Joe Manganello, and the second one being Vin Diesel. Like, they brought in Michelle Rodriguez, who works with Vin Diesel. Why can't they just get Vin Diesel in here? Like, he plays D&D. Joe Manganello plays D&D. Why couldn't they get actors that play D&D, you know? But, you know, I'm not mad. I just wish I would have seen a few cameos from these actors that play D&D, you know? They brought in Bradley Cooper as a dwarf, so why couldn't they bring in Joe Manganello as a dwarf or something, you know? But I'm not. That's all just a joke, you know. I love the film. Um, I am a huge fan of Dungeons and Daddies. My best friend recommended this podcast a long time ago, like a few years ago, and I've been listening ever since. That's the reason I love D&D so much. That and Stranger Things has brought D&D into my life. I've never actually played D&D. I've played Pathfinder when I was younger. But I never actually played D&D. I've always wanted to, and I've tried getting groups together, but every time we try and get a group together, none of our schedules line up, or, yeah, whatever. Like, things go on, life goes on, people get busy, it's whatever. Hopefully one of these days I'll actually get to play D&D. But until then, I can live through all my D&D podcasts like Dungeons and Daddies, Critical Role, uh, The Adventure Zone. I couldn't think of the name of the third podcast I listened to. Yeah, The Adventure Zone. But yeah, I can live through them, and I can live through this movie. They brought in several creatures, you know. I loved all the cast, like Chris Pine as a bard. That was hilarious. You know, Michelle Rodriguez, she she did a great job, like her just throwing people around. Yeah, she got some great action sequences, dude. All of them did. All of them. Even Chris Pine got to slap a few people around with his instrument. That they all got some great action sequences. I love this film. Um, I guess I should have given off a spoiler warning at the beginning. I'm trying not to spoil anything. Like, there is a lot of great creatures and cameos, and really the only one that I feel safe with, well, two of them. One of them was shown in the trailer, the owlbear that the the druid turns into, which I can't think of the druid's name. Um, I can't think of that actress's name. Uh, yeah. They did that was so the owlbear that the druid became was in the trailer, and then the one the one thing I was hoping for to be in this movie, I told my friends before we left my apartment, I'm like, I hope that they bring the gelatinous cube into this movie, and they did. And they did. Yeah, they did a perfect job of bringing the gelatinous cube in. That thing's scary, and to see them, yeah, with the gelatinous cube, yeah, that was pretty cool. But yeah, there's a few nitpicks I have about it. Like, I think they missed out on a few opportunities, like bringing in, like I mentioned, Joe Manganello or Vin Diesel, but also, like, I did get feelings in this movie, like, I'm trying to figure out how to put this. At times of the movie, I got the actual feeling that I wasn't just watching a movie, but that I was watching people actually play D&D, and like they were actually playing, like the actors were actually playing D&D and playing as their characters. Like, it just felt like times, like, it pulled you away, like pulled you out of the movie. They never actually like pull you out of scenes of the movie. Now that would have been cool though, if they would have pulled, like, had scenes where they pulled out of the movie and had like the actual cast set around a table and actually like pinpoint to things on the table like they were actually playing D&D. That would have been a cool shot to actually see that, and like, yeah, so that's one missed opportunity that I was trying to say. But like, I still got the feeling at times that I was watching and listening to people play D&D and like messing with their DM. Okay, spoiler warning for one moment. I will give a thumbs up when I'm good. So in 3, 2, oh wait, why did I do that? 3, 2, 1. There's one scene in this film where I can't, I don't want to pronounce this actor's name wrong. It's like, it's something John, like something John Page. He's the guy out of that Netflix show that everyone, you know who I'm talking about, and I'll post a photo here of him. It's this guy. This guy's character at one point, like, just walks away from the rest of the cast and just keeps walking straight in a line, and then the other characters are like, oh, he's getting to a rock, he's getting to a rock. Is he going to go around it, or is he going to walk over the rock? Yeah, that was a funny line, and it just felt like that was actually people playing D&D and making fun of the DM for the NPCs. Like what is that NPC doing? Like, yeah, there was really great moments like that. But then there was also other moments that they could have put in the movie that they missed out on. Like that scene I was talking about where they could have zoomed out and had the cast and crew set around a table with like an actual D&D, like a D&D set on a table, and had them like playing around and like zoom out. That would have been a really cool shot to see at like either the end of the movie, like Lego Movie, where Will Ferrell is just in his basement playing with Legos. That could have been a really cool ending scene. Or there is one post-credit scene in this movie that I don't want anyone to miss out on. I almost did, because my friends all walked out of the theaters. I'm like, no, there might be a post-credit scene. I'm gonna stay here. I almost walked out with them. But there was one mid-credit scene, and they could have, like, instead of having that scene I brought up of them playing around the table as the end scene, they could have just had it as like a post-credit scene or something, like after all the credits. I don't know. I'm not a filmmaker, and I know that the big head production companies are all just trying to merchandise and make money off this stuff, but they had some really great opportunities that they missed out on. I don't know, but I did love this film. The cast and crew were great. Um, like I said, they did feel like an actual D&D campaign, like people actually playing D&D. Um, they did a great they they did great for what they were working with. Um, and I rated a 7 out of 10. But there were a few nitpicks I had. So anyway, I think that's I'm trying not to go into spoiler territory. I think that'll be the end of this review. I recommend all D&D fans. I really think that D&D fans will enjoy this movie. And hopefully this isn't the end, and hopefully they do make sequels. Um, although it would have been funny if they just ended the movie with everyone dying like some DMs do, you know? You gotta end the campaign at some point, so if they don't end it at this movie with everyone dying, I hope if they continue on the series at some point at the end of the campaign, everyone just dies. But anyway, that'll be in the end of this review. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave a like and think about subscribing. That'll help me out. Yeah, thank you guys, and I will talk to you guys soon. Alright, bye bye.